Howdy folks, TJ here. Wanted to make another quick Atari Society video. I think this would be number 3. I'm recording this on Valentine's Day, 2025, the 14th of February. Wow, time flies. Are you in love with Atari? I think I am. I've got a problem, actually. I've got so many Ataris in this room, it's crazy. But I don't have all of them. So that means I've got, hopefully, many more years of finding, buying, enjoying, using, not just collecting, not just sticking in a corner, but buying, using, and doing stuff with it. In fact, maybe one day I'll make a video game for it. Yeah, believe it or not, I've actually made a couple of video games before. Not for the Atari. The idea came from an Atari 800 back in the day, but I didn't make it until 2019, and I made it for the Speccy, the Sinclair ZX Speccy, and I'm in the United States, go figure. But maybe one day I'll venture into making a game on an Atari. I don't know if I'd do an older 8-bit first and move into the ST, I don't know, but let's chat. So the main focus of this video is, are you on the Atari Society? And no, not meaning just watching this video, on Facebook. I did an introduction video a number of weeks ago and said, hey, the Atari Society is open. It's my Facebook group. I've got a number of Facebook groups on Facebook. One for work, that's work. I don't want to talk about that. But for fun, I've got Sinclair Society that's been around for, I think, about 5 years now, well over 3,000 members. It all stemmed from me creating a group that was kind of a extension of my YouTube channel. I was making videos. I wanted a place for people to be able to go and chat and talk and me get to know them, because YouTube is not quite like that. I make a video, you watch it, you post a little note, but you can't get as in-depth and learn about each other through YouTube. So Facebook's a way to do that. So I made a Sinclair Society Facebook group. Wonderful. Well over 3,000 people. It's a good, solid group. I have a second one called 8-Bit Diary. It's not quite as vibrant as the Sinclair Society, but it's still alive. There are posts, mostly every day, every few days. And I opened that one because I have a lot more than just Sinclair that I love. My first love, and probably one of the biggest loves, is my Atari. So I wanted an outlet, but I also liked Auric Atmos, and I also liked Aquarius. So I thought, hey, maybe make one just called 8-Bit Diary, kind of a place where I could, again, be an extension of my YouTube channel, chat about my just 8-bit stuff. But it also allowed other bits, 16, 32-bit, no Windows stuff. But if you had an oddball computer that was 8-bit or 16-bit or an Atari or Commodore, it was kind of a free place for you to come, enjoy, chat. It's an okay group, but it's not quite as lively as my Sinclair Society. I think sometimes you have to have a focus. This is what we talk about. If it's more open and general in terms of all these different platforms, maybe people don't gravitate towards it as much. For now, we'll leave it running. It's over 1,000 people, so it's not like it's a small group, but there's not tons of activity on it. And I try to poke and prod, and I'll poke some things, and there's a handful of people that will post stuff in there, but I wish it was kind of a little bit more vibrant. That brings us to Atari Society. I locked in that name years ago, back when I did Sinclair Society. But I was on a mission to learn about Sinclair, so I opened that one first. But then this year at my home, it's the year of Atari. Well, kind of. I love Atari, but I've finally got up my duff, and I've been setting up this office, this small home office that's maybe 14 wide by 17 deep, something like that, where I could focus and have my Ataris, a lot of them, running at the same time. So I've got a Falcon there, a TTO-30 there, my Mega 2 ST there, a Mega STE there. I've got an Atari 800. I've got a lot of Ataris in this room. So I wanted to start really wrapping my body, my mind, my head into Atari. So I thought, okay, why don't we open up the Atari Society at the Facebooks? It's free. If you're on Facebook, I know some people don't like social media, but it is a great way to keep in contact with family and friends. And it also is a great way to make new friends. And those new friends come from me inviting you through a video here, or I posted a note in my Sinclair Society and 8-Bit Diary saying, hey, if you like Atari, come on over. So that was, I don't know, is it a month now? Something like that. And I announced it, and we have about 59 members. Not bad. It started out with a little bit of a bang. I was getting daily people asking to come aboard. But I think my video the first one that I made, or second one, is kind of tapered off, and not many new additions in the last week or two. So I thought, time to make another video. So if you're not on the Atari Society at Facebook, come join us. Just I'll put the link down below. And anything to do with Atari, period. 16-bit, 8-bit, 32-bit, coin ops. If it has the Atari name on it, the newer VCS 800 stuff, if it has Atari in the name, it's open space here to enjoy. It's a fan club. It's not a place to bitch and moan about current owners or past owners or any of that stuff. It's a fan club, and it's for us to have fun and chat about Atari. And again, an extension of my YouTube channel, because I make a lot of videos. If you've been on my YouTube channel, I've made so many Atari videos as of late, from my TT to my Falcon. I have a lot more to come. So I wanted to re-invite everybody. I would like to get to 100. Once you get to kind of 100 folks, things start kind of rolling and starts getting more active. And if you're in the group already, invite others. If you're not in the group already, come over, join up, and then invite others that you think would enjoy an Atari group. There's tons of them on Facebook. I kind of like to think that mine is a little bit more personable. It's a place that it's a society of weird people, normal people, whatever. We've all got our own personalities, but it's a place for us to merge, chat, a safe place that we can have fun. I don't put up with BS, and that's maybe why some people haven't joined, because I come out and say, I don't put up with BS. I'll give people one opportunity to cut it out, and if they don't, I just get rid of them, because life is short. I don't have time for people making drama. We're there to just chat about Atari. I set up my ST today. I played this game. Oh, damn it, my computer blew up. I've just got this. I'm going to be repairing it. Whatever it is, it's a lot of fun, and it eggs me on to make more videos, and hopefully it just makes a fun group to continue expanding on. So I'd like to get it to 100. We're at 59. It's been on 59 for the last week or two, I think. So this is another opportunity. Come on over. I'll put the link down below. So that's that. That was the main focus of this video, but let's chat about Atari a little bit. I've been recollecting my story in a quick. I was an Atarian from 1979-80 when I purchased my first 800. 87, I purchased my Mega 2, so I went from an 8-bit to 16-bit, and then I had to move on because Atari closed. We know that, right? And so mid-90s, I moved on to Mac. But right after I did that and got rid of all my stuff freely, I started recollecting again. What a dumbass. So I've been recollecting things that I owned that were part of my heritage, part of my life. And one of the silly things, but I used to have almost this exact floppy holder. It's made out of, I'm guessing, some type of wood. It was a little accordion door type of number that had a little door that was over it. I had all of my Atari ST, Mega STE floppies in here. And so I saw this on the eBays, and I said, I've got to have it. I'm recreating my youth in a way, and this was something that I used to have. So I bought it at what I think is a fair price. There's other ones like it on there. In fact, they've got a double-sided one, which I've never owned. Maybe that's next for me to buy a double-sided, because I also just purchased 50 blank floppies. You can go on to eBay and type in floppies, and I just went ahead and got the high density because I've got a TT that can handle it and a Mega STE that can handle it. I've got a Mac with an external USB drive that can write HD density floppies, so I can easily transfer stuff from there to my Ataris. And so I just thought, hey, why don't I grab a 50 pack? Maybe one day I will make a video game, and I'll have a few floppies where I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to make 25 of my physical edition, and that's it, and I'll have some floppies to make it. Or just have floppies around because I like sneaker netting things around all my different Ataris. So I purchased a 50 pack, and then I have all these other things going on. I continue trying to network my Ataris together, the STs, through the LAN port that's built into the Falcon, the Mega STE, and my TT. I have still not been able to get it done. I'm about, by the time all is said and done, I've spent $100 on network telephone cable, Farallon adapters, the software I found, somebody else said it worked. I've installed it the same way they said it should be installed, by the way the manual says it does it, and I can't get the frickin' son of a bitch to work. So the adapters I have are Farallon local talk adapters. They should work. But the one and the guy that is on Atari Forum that got it to work said, well, I'm using the actual Apple ones. They don't use a telephone cord between them. That was something that came out afterwards. Apple's were these DIN 8 to DIN 3 cable things that were quite expensive at the time. You still needed these little adapters on each Apple device, a printer, computers, and then you would tie them together with these 3-pin cables, and it was quite expensive. So Farallon came out with a similar adapter, but instead of the cables, you use telephone cord, and everybody's got that. I can't get them to work, so now I'm spending more money, probably about $60 more, on 2 devices with all the cables to try one last ditch effort to get the damn LAN ports to work. If it doesn't work, my last ditch effort is I'm going to make a video and put it on, and the one gentleman's name, I think it's like Don Apple or something, on Atari Forum. He got us to work, and I did my settings the same way, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I think I am, but I'm doing something stupid, because I can be adult at times. And I'll post a video, and I say, Don, if that's his name, if you got a few moments, can you watch this video and see if this is exactly the way you did it? Because I've now got your same connections, and I can't get it to freaking work. I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping it's just there's an oddball thing about the Farallon adapter compared to the Apples that's making it not work. If it doesn't work in the end, I can still, via a program called Duet, I can connect my TT and my Mega STE together so I can make a little bit of a network. But I'd like to use this program called, what's it called? ProNet. I've already forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's a version that you can have more than 2, just instead of being a duet, it's multiple. And I can connect up a whole bunch of Ataris. And that's what I want to do. And I wanted to connect 3 of them together via the LAN port. And also maybe, if you can, use the MIDI port for some other stuff. But anyway, that's something I've been working on, spending money on. I continue to watch eBay every day and seeing if something pops up that I gotta have. Another example, my old Atari 8-bit. I used to have the red Seamus cartridge. I no longer have that. I gave it away freely decades ago. I'd like to buy one again, but I'm not going to spend $100 on it. I think the cheapest I've seen it so far is 50, 60, 70 bucks for just the cartridge alone, no booklet or anything. I don't think I'm quite that crazy, but if I find a boxed one for 50, 60 bucks, I may do it. If you've got an extra one, a red cartridge Seamus for the old 8-bit, let me know. And that's where you could join the Atari Society, where you can actually let me know, because otherwise you can, on the YouTubes, you could probably type in a note, hey, I've got one, but how do you communicate that? Well, that's where the Atari Society Facebook group comes in. So join if you can. I'd love to get to at least 100 people and then let things roll and see if we can build it into 1,000 people community. And again, I try to think it's a little bit different than all the other groups. It's just a Facebook group, but ultimately I try to post fun things in there daily. I try to keep people active. I chat. I give a little bit of my life, and I like to get some of yours in return, letting me know what you're up to. It's just kind of a fun way to build community and have fun. So that's what the Atari Society is all about. If that sounds fun, come over and join. Love to have you. And that's it. I've got a lot of other stuff in the hopper, more Atari videos to come, but it's Happy Valentine's Day, so get out there, give your loved ones a kiss, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.